Hello and welcome back to Lukester Gaming. Today I've got a quick little, it'll be hopefully quick, it'll be a quick little video showing some of the new features with the 1.0.1 update on the Xbox 360 edition, so we'll just jump right in. Right, so we're going to start off with Enchanting. So just quickly grab, I'll grab the 3 diamond swords, the 3 pickaxes, the 3 shovels first off. I just put this chest here to show how the enchanting table is actually made. I know it's not important, but I guess if you don't know what items are needed, then there you are. And there's these bottles of enchanting which you don't need on creative mode, and well, they are only accessible on creative mode, but you can enchant an unlimited amount of times without them, so we'll go right ahead. Right, so as you can see, we can get access to level 30 enchantments right away. Right, so far we've only got sharpness 4, a knockback 2, and Banos Arpodus. I've heard people saying it before, but I just can't pronounce it correctly, so I apologise. I think it's Arthropodus, something like that, and looting 2. Earlier, I crafted, well, it wasn't this one, because the one that I enchanted before I actually managed to lose by putting it in here and pressing to clear all on the creative menu without noticing. But this one's close enough. I managed to get 4 different enchantments in the ones, which was pretty good. As you see, I've got sharpness 4, knockback 2, looting 3 and fire aspect 2, so there's quite a range of various enchantments in that one sword. Now we'll try pickaxes next. You can like experiment with the enchantments by doing this several times. Sometimes it helps, like there we've got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4 and Fortune 3, which isn't too bad. As we just rapidly tap it here. Right, we've only got Efficiency 3 there, so I'll just put this one right in. And again Efficiency 3. Right, we'll try the shovels now. Right, Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3 actually. Fortune 2, Efficiency 4. And Unbreaking 3 and Fortune 2. So it shows you how varied they are, and that the level doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the best enchantment. Like in terms of that, I think I was lucky to get all 4 there, but it would be better if I got that on my survival worlds where it'll be actually in use. But we've got a range of various ones there, so I'll come back out here. I think I'll take 2 sets of armour and try those out. Wait, did I just... Oh wait, never mind. Right, so we try the boots first. Right, so we've got Fire Protection 3 and Feather Falling 4, which is fairly good if you do say so. Protection 4, that's like good against general protection from attacks and other things. Projectile Protection 4, that's like it's like the skeletons that shoot arrows at you, and I think it's good effective against blazes. No blaze, yeah, well blazes too, but also the ghasts, because they shoot the fireballs at you. And that's Protection 3. Right, so we'll try the next set. Right, that's Fire Protection 4 and Aqua Infinity 1, which means that you'll be able to survive underwater a little bit longer. I'm not sure exactly how much longer, but it is like a sort of increase on your standard air bubbles time. So having a full set of that would help out a lot. Another projectile protection 4 there. Protection 4. Protection is just general protection, and this one's fairly good. It's projectile protection 4, if I can say that properly, and feather falling 4 as well. But those are some tongue twisters. If you try and say them many times quickly, you'll fail, I guarantee it. But anyway, feather falling means that like you can go up to a much greater height and fall down without taking either any damage or a lot less damage than you would without them. Potentially without them you'd probably die if it was from a high enough height. Right, I'll just shove all these back in here. And this was a diamond pickaxe that I crafted earlier, which is the same as the others there. Right, moving on to brewing now. If you've already seen my other video, you'll have seen me doing the brewing already. But this is basically what you need: 3 cobblestone and a blaze rod to craft the brewing stand, and 7 iron ingots to craft the cauldron, and then you'll need more. You'll need 3 for a bucket, and then water in it as well. Right, so basically you just grab 3 empty glass bottles, fill them all up, stick them in there in the brewing stand, and then what you want to do first is start off with a nether wart, and then this time I'm going to go with the glycerin. If you go with the glycerin melon slice, you'll get a potion of healing which can be improved upon, so we'll do that one. And whilst I'm waiting on that, this is just like a little setup that I made on a new creative world, superflat creative world for this video, so it's like a sort of quicker way of seeing the features than watching my half-an-hour video from earlier today. But if you watch both, then I'd appreciate that more. Right, this is about done. Right, so again, you'll see we've got our awkward potion with no effects, and what you want to do is stick the glycerin melon slice in there. Now, if you take redstone, I think it does better. I think redstone makes it last longer, and glowstone makes it more powerful, whilst gunpowder turns it into a splash potion. So we'll try those, because I've not actually tried the gunpowder yet, but I know how it works. Right, so as you'll see now, we've got 3 potions of instant health, which can be real handy if you're down at cave exploring, and rather than, like, say if your hunger bar was running low and you were waiting for your hearts to restore, you could just like use some of these to instantly heal yourself so that you don't have to hang about, especially if you're in a sort of dark area where creepers could potentially come up on you, or anything really. Right, so as you see the progress, well, I don't think that really made a difference, but it did make the progress bar go along by 2, so it could possibly mean that it'll give more of an instant health boost than the standard one. I don't know, and I can't really test it out when in creative, and as the Xbox 360 edition doesn't have the simple switch over to survival options, so you'll just have to test these out in your own survival worlds and see what effects you can get. Right, and with that these all become splash potions of instant healing, so you can throw these down as like an unlimited, considering we're on creative, and they'll do no effect, so I'll just shove these back in here. I could go through as many as I want, but as I said, this is just a quick video going through the general basics of how to do these things, so it's up to you to go out there and experiment with all these, the fermented spider eye and the gas tier. I think they do harm effects to the potions, whereas blaze powder gives you a potion of strength. Magma cream's the fire resistant one that you've already seen on the tutorial world, if you've played it or watched my video, or both. But anyway, that's all for brewing. Right, next up we've got, well, it's pretty much just a little mushroom biome plot that I've put together quickly. I've not explored the tutorial world enough to see the actual mushroom biome yet, so just put this together for the sake of this video. And as you can see, mycelium's now a part of the game, which is that the mushroom biome. Too bad a mushroom couldn't have spawned on here whilst I was like building everything else, because at least I would have had everything here on the one bit. I can't test this on creative mode, but I think you can use Silk Touch, or I think Silk Touch is the only way to collect a mycelium block, which is similar to the grass, but for growing the mushrooms in the mushroom biome on. And if you use, as you know, if you use bone meal on any mushroom, it'll grow up to be the large one. And I think you need Silk Touch not only to collect the mycelium, but also to collect the actual mushroom pieces, so that you can have this as like maybe a floor or a wall, or use that as like pillars for your house, or whatever you could imagine really. Yeah, I think that's everything covered for here, so moving on to a little Nether Fortress that I've sort of built up. I guess it's like a rough idea of what they look like. It's not exact, but it's just going from memory what I've seen on people's videos with them. And you always get these corridors where it's just like netherrack around the top of the walls and the ceiling. And you'll get corridors that split off, and sometimes they'll go down to a room where you have soul sand, which can be used, which netherwort can be found growing on, and can be used also to grow more netherworts. And as netherworts are especially needed for brewing, then it's really important that you find yourself some of these and grow some for yourself. And up here, like, I think it's something similar to this you'd find as a blaze room. I know this isn't exact, it's just a quick little representation. And obviously inside you don't get a crafting table and a chest, but you will get a blaze spawner. And killing them will give you blaze rods, which can be turned into blaze powder and used in potions for brewing, or crafted with to make the Eye of the Ender and magma cream. Magma cream is just blaze powder and a slime ball. I'm not actually sure what the gas tea is used for. I know it's potion brewing, but I don't think that's anything else. And a gold nugget can now be dropped by zombie pigmen as well, so I thought I'd put that in there with them. Right, that's just had a quick look at what Nether Fortresses roughly look like, so moving on to, if you found I think there's strongholds they're called, isn't it? If you found a stronghold deep underground near a ravine or just somewhere underground, then you might have like a room where you'll have an end portal, which looks something like this. I know it's not exact, but again, this is just a rough little representation. And going from memory, I know that they have these little lava pits on the side, but they're mainly made up of the blocks that when you break them, silverfish spawn from them. But it's similar to this, and as our combos are here, you do get the Eye of the Ender, and you also get end stones, so it's already been implemented into the Xbox 360 edition, but the end's not coming until the next update, so knowing that the end stone's already in these end related items, then it's only the end itself as well as the Ender Dragon that needs implemented too. These are the end portal frame and the end stone are only accessible through creative. I don't think there is a crafting recipe for either. I know, well, there definitely isn't anyway. You can craft the Eye of the Ender, but as of yet it does nothing. I'll stick that back in there. As you can see, there's like a lot of new items as well as a new tab on the creative menu for brewing. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, must have just been looking at this part and completely missed what that said. But now I see that you can press the left trigger to cycle the actual strengths on these potions. But anyway, if I grab some of these can actually be used to teleport now. And on creative on the PC version, you can't actually use ender balls, ender pearls to teleport in creative, so I guess this is a little Xbox 360 exclusive for you. Right, anyway, when you use 12 Eyes of Ender, I don't think they are. I don't think they can be placed if you did happen to find this in survival. Although I don't think these have actually been added to strongholds and end portal rooms that you can find. But when the end is added, if you add the Eye of the Ender into each of these blocks, which will involve crafting them, then this will turn into a portal, and jumping down it will basically take you to the end, which I've done with this little end stone room here. Although the end is like massive compared to this little cube, but I just put that in as a rough idea of jumping from here into the end. Right, we'll quickly come over here. I've got a little pen set up for animal breeding. Right, so as we just quickly click on, you click on 2 animals to put them into love mode, 2 mobs even, and you'll get some XP for doing so. It can be really handy with any passive mobs to breed them, sheep especially if you want to gain a lot of wool, because once these grow up you can dye them. I'll not get into dyeing, but you can actually dye, like if you dye them both blue, then the little lamb will be blue as well. Right, so if we come over here to the cows as well, same thing applies. Put them into love mode, they'll eventually hook up and create a little baby calf, or a miniature cow, whatever way you want to look at it. It looks like no one's went over to him yet though. Or her, what? Oh wait, they've found each other now. Right, I don't, well, I've got these eggs on me, because I didn't find many chickens at the time, but I can quickly, as long as I get 2 chicken. Oh yeah, I forgot that when you throw eggs now, there'll actually be chicks to start with. And I don't think, when they're fully grown chickens, you can use the seeds or nether warts on them. Like this for example. They'll start following you around when you use that, and you can put them into, well, I can try to put them into last mode, but there doesn't seem to be any other chickens nearby, so it's going to be his or her job to find a partner now. Right, and we'll finish off this video here by just a quick view of the new villagers that have been added now. So as you'll see, it's the same villagers from the PC. I'm not sure if they're a little more 3D around the neckline there, or if there's always been that way on the PC as well, but you can't do anything with them at this moment apart from hitting them, but then you might not want to do that. The villagers will just randomly populate these houses, and sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 in the one house. It'll be good when villagers breeding gets added. Well, not breeding, but when they're able to find love with each other and populate their own villages. So I think that's when you'll be able to create your own little villages, and such as the village on the old 1.6/1.7.3 tutorial world, where there was the little villages but they were ghost towns practically. I don't know if they'll automatically have villagers in them now, or if you need to wait until you can get spawn eggs or something through creative to spawn at least 2 in, and then hope that they can populate from there. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Well, I was hoping it was going to be quicker than coming up for 20 minutes, but I wanted to go a little bit into detail and not just be like, this is this, here's this thing, go in there, blah blah blah. That wouldn't be very helpful at all, even if it lasted about 2 minutes or less. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching this little video as well, and although I've not been able to go through everything again, I've went through the majority of the main features included in the new 1.0.1 update, and I hope, and as I've said, this really opens up the Minecraft Xbox 360 edition now, so it really adds a lot more things for you to do and craft and collect and just everything really. Like the Nether's pretty much opened up for going from a open world of just lava and ghasts and zombie pigmen to now having nether fortresses. Or well, I think they only appear on a newly generated world and not on existing ones. Especially if the nether's already been fully explored, then don't expect to see any suddenly pop up out of the blue. Right, anyway, I'll finish it there. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, would really appreciate any likes or comments on the video again, and stay tuned for more from me next time. See you later.